ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Werewolf at the Movies in the middle of nowhere. I am your host, Werewolf, and today we got a really classic film for you. This film has become a cult classic and has been quoted, yes, quoted, probably like 8 bazillion times. The film that we are going to be reviewing today is, get ready for it, Highlander. Yeah, that's right. That's awesome, right? Are you excited as I am? I'm excited. I hope I'm excited as you are. Anyways, yeah, I'm a dork. What can I tell you about this film? This film is absolutely awesome. Let's get right into the cast, okay? So first of all, we have the phenomenal actor, although lately he hasn't done anything. I don't know where the hell he is. Like maybe he doesn't act anymore, or maybe he's doing like Broadway or something. I don't know. His name is Christopher Lambert.
Whatever you say, Jack. You're the master race.
Now, Christopher Lambert plays a character called Connor MacLeod, not to be confused with the Adrian Paul character from the TV show Highlander, who plays a character called Duncan MacLeod. Yes, I know these things. I know all of these things. So he plays a character called Connor MacLeod, and Connor MacLeod is for lack of a better word, he's actually a Scottish villager. And he gets killed in a war and finds out that he is actually immortal. And by immortal, what you have to realize is that in this franchise, the only way to kill an immortal is to behead him, to cut off his head. When you cut off the head, you end up gaining that person's power, like all his experiences and skills and all that kind of thing. And that's pretty much the whole premise of the film, is let's cut off people's heads and gain their powers. That's where the famous "there can be only one" came from.
There can be only one.
The second cast member in this film is the ever-venerable Scottish hero, Sean Connery.
Greetings.
Now, Sean Connery plays a character called Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez.
I am Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez, Chief Metallurgist to King Charles V of Spain, and I'm at your service.
And in my opinion, not the greatest casting of that character. He's playing a Spaniard, so a guy from Spain, and he has this thick Scottish accent. It's quite odd. We'll leave that one there. But Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez is actually the guy who takes Connor MacLeod under his arm, under his wing, if you will, and teaches him how to sword fight, and teaches him about the whole quickening. So the quickening is what happens when you cut off somebody's head. Lightning and shit starts happening and things explode, and you get the person's power and skill like I was talking about earlier.
The sensation you're feeling is the quickening.
Now, the third cast member of this film, and the last one that I'm going to mention, is a man by the name of Clancy Brown.
Mother,
Mom.
Now, Clancy Brown, you may know from the film Shawshank Redemption. He plays that big elderly guard that causes a whole bunch of trouble and shit. He is actually playing a character by the name of Kurgan. Now, Kurgan is in fact the anti-hero in this film. He is also an immortal, but he has beheaded thousands of people. Like thousands of immortals, I should say. I mean, he's probably beheaded like 1 million people, but he's beheaded like thousands of immortals, making him extremely strong and extremely powerful. And he's got crazy skill, and he's got a big ass sword, and it's just badass. Now, Kurgan is on the hunt for Connor MacLeod because of reasons that you will find out when you watch the film, if you would decide to watch the film. I don't want to give that away because that's part of the plot, and it's a major part of the plot. So, look how pretty that is. That's nice. Where was I? Right. Oh. So basically, Kurgan is a giant douchebag and wants to kill Connor MacLeod and take all of his beautiful immortal power, I guess? Yeah, whatever. Kurgan wants to murder Connor MacLeod by decapitation, and he wants to take all of his power. Now, basically in this film, it's like, it's a toss-up, okay? You're either gonna love the film for what it is, or you're going to hate it because it's kind of 80 and kitschy. Check this out. Look at this old school sedan. Ooh. And I don't know what the fuck that was. Looked like maybe a Chevy Nova. Either way, it sounded awesome. Where was I? I have ADD apparently. So moral of the story. This film, you're either going to be in love with this film or you're going to hate it. And the reason being is because the film does not stand up to time. It is itself a depiction of the 80s when the 80s was cool. So people in like leather jackets and pants and chains and shit, being all punk and stuff. And the music was awesome. Don't get me wrong. The music is awesome. The entire soundtrack is done by the band Queen. So that'll give you a hint as to how old the film is. Seeing as Freddie Mercury died not long after this film was made, I guess. But there's a reason why I'm going to be rating this film what I'm rating it. And that's because I don't think that the Sean Connery character was casted properly, even though it is Sean Connery and I love Sean Connery. I don't think that he played a good part in the film. I think that when they were writing this plot, they should have made him less goofy, I guess. You'll understand when you watch this film, you'll be like, holy shit, the werewolf is absolutely right. But for that reason, and for that reason only, I'm going to drop down this film to 7 beheadings out of 10. 7 beheadings out of 10. And yeah, I hope you guys decide to check out this film. It truly is a good film in my opinion. I hope that you guys agree with me. If you don't, that's cool though. That's cool. We can have some dialogue maybe in my comment section, because nobody ever comments in my comment section, even though I say they should. Except for Jimmy to Freak and Life and Death Bridge, because they's some cool cats. Yeah, no. So that's about it. That being said, folks, I hope you guys have yourself a great afternoon or evening or morning, wherever you are, wherever you're watching this from, whenever you're watching this from. I am the Werewolf. This has been Werewolf at the Movies. Thank you for watching my vlog. Have yourself a great time, and I will see you next time.